diet, I got a very special guest with me. It's Jimmy Snowcone. He's the creator and founder of Venmates, which, hey, Jimmy, thanks for coming along. Can you explain to people what Venmates are if they're not cool?
Oh, thanks for having me, Gina. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure, Casserole. How you doing, huh?
I'm doing okay. You know, I'm eating my foods right now. They ain't the snacks that you got, but like
well, then why are you having me on if you're not having my Venmates?
I'm ordering it right now, but I was just ravenous, you know, because like I just had a busy day and stuff. I showered for you because like, you know, you're cute.
Well, it's a start, but it's not good enough. I gotta learn
how it works before I go ahead and do it, you know, because like I was a little slow with the PayPals and the Postmates, and I don't trust it. You know, QAnon says no to that stuff. So can you go ahead and explain to the audience what your creation is?
QAnon smart people. You gotta trust them. Venmate, though, that's where it's at. A lot of QAnon people use it. I know it because I talk to them. I'm in the ins and the outs with them. But Venmates, if you're hungry, it's late night, you need a snack, pay $3, then you get some munchies, you get some snacks late night, in case you're token, in case you're drinking, whatever you want to do, whatever you're doing, Venmate is right there up your alley. And if you don't have $3, then you can pay what you want to pay, and you might get a chip or you might get 3.
People take out of your snacks if you don't pay them full price, is what you say. You don't get all your potato chips, but you still get it.
Like splitting it. You get to split a bag.
Yeah, that makes sense. You know,
some people just want one chip.
So what? So basically, you have a Postmates for snacks, like
we don't say Postmates around here. It's
That's right. You have a food delivery service for only snacks that specializes in snacks, like things you would find in a cafeteria, vending machine. Things you would find at a gas station, but
Cheetos, Fritos, Doritos, all of them.
But you say you don't do healthy snacks, right? Or did I misread it? You only stick to the tried and true candies?
Prepackaged, no expiration. Not that you need one, but it's good. It's good. We were a year ago. We're still selling the same stuff. We sell it until we don't have any more.
Yeah, it's not like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory where you gotta get a golden ticket to get your candy and you gotta go through mazes and stuff. You gotta just go, hey, I think I'm hungry. I don't wanna go to a convenience store, or I don't wanna go find a vending machine, especially since, you know, it was difficult for the past year of pandemic stuff. So what was your inspiration to start this type of company? It's just like, why ain't somebody do this before, you know? Like,
I don't know. It's a brilliant business idea. But I was in school. I was in college. It's late night. I was hungry. So I walked and I walked and I walked all the way down to the vending machines. I lived on the 7th floor. It was on the 1st floor. I had walked
so many floors to be like, I got a hankering for a treat, you know?
7 floors, Gina. That's the closest vending machine. So I walked, and I walked, and I walked, and I got there, and I was looking at myself in the reflection of the vending machine glass, and I said, what am I doing? Why would I do this to myself? Just for peanuts. So all I had was 60 cents, and that's all I could afford.
I know, but they made you use quarters. It's like, get with it. Everything digital. Why do we do this to ourselves? You know?
All I had were dimes, too. So I had to put in dimes.
That's a lot of dimes, by the way. That's at least 8, you know? So, like, I gotta say, like, not many people would go, you know what, this is exhausting going down 7 floors to get candy and treats or peanuts. But like, you're like, there has to be a better way. And most people, they don't take that thought to action. So what makes you think you go, I'm motivated to do something about it?
I sat there and I looked in the reflection of the vending machine glass, and then a light went out above me, and it spooked me. And I said, I don't want to ever come down here again. I will pay someone a certain amount of dollars to bring this to me.
Yeah.
And I thought, who could I hire? And I asked my roomie, Danny Benelo, and he was like, I'll do it for $2. And I was like, well, here's an extra dollar to buy the food. And now I was sitting up there eating Fritos. Didn't have to leave my room.
Yeah, because you can Venmo them and stuff, like digital transfer of currency and cryptocurrency. I'm very on top of that stuff. I've been paying attention to GameStop, Dogecoin, and Jamaica. So have you heard about Jamaica? It's pretty good.
No.
Oh, it's pretty good. Yeah. You should look into it. I don't have time to talk to you about the particulars, but Jamaica is the way to go.
I'm thinking Vencoin. That's the next move.
Yeah, Vencoin?
Vencoin.
Well, I also think it's pretty interesting because because you shared a mission statement on your Instagram or TikTok or something. It was kind of like...
We got to help the children. We got to help the children. That's what we got to do. It's what I'm doing. It's my life. It's my goal.
Out to the kids or something, or
10 cents of every Venmo you make goes to the children of Singapore.
Singapore kids, you know what? They're pretty good and responsible about their candy intake because they don't throw the wrappers on the ground. So, that is a very secure investment. I also think it's cool that you shared the fact that, sometimes vending machines are empty and you're not gonna double charge if they gotta go to a different vending machine. So you have a status update per vending machine that use your type of candy. That's crazy. I remember so much times in high school, I'd be like, man, I want a brownie right now, Little Debbie, Chex Mix. I was a little heavier back then, hence the bowling ball diet kind of transformed my ways.
Yeah. But my brother's on it. My brother's on the bowling ball diet. He likes it.
That's so good to hear because it's such a slow, it's like my Sisyphus, Sisyphus. That Greek god that tries to climb the mountain, but he's got the rock and it pulls him down. It's my thing, and I'm glad to hear that it's starting to spark some people to take action. I heard that story. His name is Marcus. It's a good story. Yeah, Marcus too. Marcus is definitely Greek too. So I gotta say, okay, you go in this whole world right now, you're damn pricing it. You're telling everybody, this is what I'm gonna do. They call you a socialist of freaking candy and snacks and stuff because people are like, no, we got this in the corner market, literally. And you're like, nah. What do you think people are afraid of because you have some new ingenuity that most people don't get, They're afraid I'll take over the world. Venmo is just the beginning. Then it'll be Vencoin. Then it'll be Venbank. Then I'll own your house. Then you'll be paying me the mortgage. You want to own houses and stuff from the candies? Yeah. This is from peanuts to home keys. I'm gonna do it all. We're even gonna copy keys too. You need a spare key, you come to me. I heard that you guys kind of during pandemic to kind of get more spotlight because I know the Paul family, they ain't cool with you and stuff because you were throwing parties and bashes and stuff and they were like, this guy too cool. They're intimidated by you. Why do you think that people who are YouTubers and stuff, they're afraid of you? Because you are the future, right? They don't put in the work. They just record. They just hit the red button and they're rolling. But me, I run a business here. I run Venmates. We grow over $500,000 a year. That's something. That's not nothing. Yeah, it ain't nothing, that's for sure. It ain't no like no payday candy bars, you know? Like
Mhm.
that is a lot of product that you are pushing through.
Where
I
else? Where else can you share a Kit Kat and pay an equal price? It's
mhm.
four slivers in a bar.
I mean, it's like a wonder, you know? Like, I mean, the fact is that you are also changing the whole vending machine game. Like, you're like, we're just gonna have our own vending machines now, and people are gonna do it. Now, you said that you're looking into different technology industries in Silicon Valley. Can you please expound upon your vision going forward?
Virtual reality. Virtual reality is the future. You sit down, you put on some goggles, you put on some gloves. Now you're living in a virtual reality of whatever you want it to be. And then you're hungry in real life. Well, you're event mates. Then you take your goggles off, and the Fritos are there. Eventually, you'll never have to take you'll never have to take the goggles off.
Yeah,
You'll just be
it's like,
eating. Someone
boom.
someone will just feed you, Gina. That's the future.
I like
Get them
that.
in.
I like that because it makes me feel like I'll be like a Cleopatra type. People feeding
Mm-hmm.
me grapes, but like junior mints instead. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so you said that you were like into the drone universe before. I saw that you
Mm-hmm.
were doing some test experiments of
Mm-hmm.
it. Can you please let me know what your findings are so far?
So far, they can carry paydays, they can carry Kit Kats, they can carry Crunch Bars, but they can't carry pretzels. For some reason, they can't. It's too much weight. The bag doesn't hold correctly. But besides that, this is a booming business. Soon, instead of a guy or a woman bringing you your Venmade order, it'll be a drone or a robot dog. But that's on the down low. Still figuring out the robot dogs.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, that's like you got your hand on a little bit of everything. It sounds like, who do you think it motivates you to do what you do?
It's a good question, Gina.
I know. I make sure I ask everybody that, because it's like, who motivates you? Make me go, well, maybe I go ahead and look up that person. Maybe they motivate me too.
Mm-hmm. The person who's motivated me the most is Robert Kennedy, because he's the one who almost won, but he didn't. But that doesn't matter because he had the heart and he had his brother who helped him along the way, gave him the belief.
Robert Kennedy. That's like one you don't hear that often because you don't think of him eating that many snacks. But like the Kennedys also pretty, as much as they were business, they also played hard too. And I see
Yeah.
that in you. I see that in you. Your reputation is you party as hard as you also play, work, and whatever you do. Uh,
Mm.
I also heard that you got investors early on from the guys who created Napster, which is like bonkers because like
Mm.
they kind of are doing you kind of are doing what they did,
Mm.
like the music industry that was fine, but they're like we can get this better for you.
Different though. Napster started it, but they didn't end it. They just started it. They got kicked out.
So
But then,
true.
mate, we're in for the long haul. We're here to the end. Not that there will be, not unless time ends in itself. But let's not talk about that. But because we'll be here, and that's what they see. Napster's all in.
Yeah. So for Venmates, I know that it's a little tricky because you're saying you want to go to the banking industry, which make complete sense to me. Because the way we use money ain't gonna be the same thing
Mm-hmm.
anymore. And you got the technologies. I'm sure you got a team involved in that. Then also, I think I also saw that you are going to hang out by JPL, which is not NASA, but it's near it. jet propulsion laboratories and stuff, and like you're working out some of shenanigans because is it for can't I know, and if you can't disclose, I get it. Is it for making sure people when we live in space they still get their candies, or is it gonna be like, like you are sponsoring like how Red Bull does, like, hey, this jump through the sonic boom?
Gina, I can't disclose, but what we're doing is we're gonna go to the moon and put a vending machine there. So when people start going to the moon, they already got snacks.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
But
That's
I
pretty
can't
cool. I
disclose.
mean, it gotta be tricky with the different environments. Like, do the candies still like hold weight? Like, what do you do? Like when you're transferring it into your suit? Like, that's pretty cool. You know.
Mhm.
So what do you do to offset? I mean, besides throwing mad killer parties, totally cool. You never invite me, totally fine. I probably wouldn't be that good with all those youngsters, but you know, what do you do to offset, your business side? Like, how do you make sure that you get to everything you wanted to compartmentalize and stuff?
Gina, I don't sleep. I don't sleep anymore. I had
The
this new
sugar?
serum, the no sleep serum. So I'm just awake all the time. And Gina, you can't come to the party, but you can come to the after party. That's what I can do. I can meet
That's
you in the
not more
middle.
fun. Believe it or not, I used to be quite the party girl when back in my early days.
I
But let me
heard.
tell you, every single time a candy bar got stuck in the little wheel, that was a pain in the butt. It would be nice to have somebody who already know how to do that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Come on by, Gina. You can come to the after party. Maybe not the after party, but definitely the after party.
I definitely would like to go to the after party. That seems like it would be pretty cool. So sorry, I was just thinking about how much we're gonna party, after the
Mm-hmm.
after parties. Like, what do you think, what makes you such a good leader?
Because I have the confidence of more than any man in the world. I know the answers. I know the truth. I've seen the end of time.
How do you
It
see
all
it in
works
the
out.
time?
By the no sleep serum, it gives me visions when
Do
I'm
you like
awake.
vision board it, or like you just like are hallucinogenic type of thing? Because I know there's some people who ayahuasca stuff, or they take the drugs because they make them stay sharp all the time.
I write it in my book that I'm writing that will be out soon,
You
and it
got a
explains
book
all of them.
too?
Yeah, soon. I'm doing everything, Gina.
That's kind of crazy because you were just your whole busyness got started from such a lazy moment. But that light must have really hit you hard at that vending
Uh-huh.
machine.
Yeah, something happened. I think someone visited me, but I don't know who. But something was given, and I can't stop, and I
Yeah,
won't
I mean,
stop.
do you think that, you quit college and stuff, and like, do you think that's a good decision you made, or you're like satisfied with it? Because, sometimes people, they don't finish school and they do get successful careers and stuff, but that's like that little pebble in their shoe?
I'm gonna go back one day and buy the school. It's my mission. It's one of my goals, of my many goals. And then I'll write myself a degree that says I completed it.
Yeah, I mean, if you own it, you could determine what is the degrees. Um, we were talking about goal setting. How do you approach making your goals?
Some people say the sky is the limit, but that is the limit because I'm gonna go beyond the sky into
I
another universe.
totally, completely agree with that. That is just the boundary. It ain't the maximum. you take me out of this universe, I'll find another level, you know?
You understand, Casserole?
I do.
That's why I've always liked you.
I appreciate it. For those who don't know, I found out about him and I reached out to him immediately. And that is one of your strengths as a leader, I would say, is that you comment to like everybody. You just like are always telling people and encouraging people to make decisions because you're confident, and I know that about you. What do you think? Well, we talked about your future plans, how you plan parties and stuff. What is something you think people would find surprising about you? Because you're so multifaceted. I feel like you're a type of person that like anything you throw at you, it's gonna stick.
One thing a lot of people don't know about me, in fact, no one knows about me, is I like to raise goats. I have a goat farm in Arizona.
That's a good place for goats, I hear. Climate-wise, is probably the best place.
Phenomenal.
How
For baby goats.
Involved in the goat farming?
I was near a farm, and I thought I'd seen a cow, and someone said, "No, that's a goat." And I said, "I want to own hundreds of these, and I want to raise them on my own."
Do you do goat yoga with them?
No, but they do yoga with me.
That's pretty cool. I like that. I like that because it's like they own their choice if they want to join you on it. So you're kind of a spiritual guy, huh?
Spiritual, religious, all of it. I'm everything. Buddhism, Catholic, Christian, Muslim, Jewish. Where the rocks that you throw at people, I'm that as well.
I mean, unbelievable. You know, I know this might be a little corny, but like it makes sense you hang out with goats because you're planning on being the goat of the business world.
Now you understand, Casserole? That's what I've been doing all along.
Everything you seem to be doing has symbolic meaning, and it's just like, you tell me I can't do something, you don't think Snack Guy's gonna be an author? Boom, author.
People don't even say that to me anymore. They say, "You can do it." I know you can. You've done everything.
What do you think? Because I know you're a busy guy. You got a lot of big meetings and stuff, and I don't want to, take too much of your time. But what is your advice to anybody, just in terms of approaching their ideas?
Don't do it, because I'm gonna do it, and I'm the only one that can.
You know what? Sometimes people are so used to telling them they could do anything, and that's not the case. Some people are worker bees, some people queen bees.
Mm-hmm.
I just really enjoyed talking to you today. I just feel very honored by it, and I really look forward to keeping in touch with you. It really means a lot, sincerely a lot, that you not only know about my dietary subscription service, you also are willing to extend to include me in your fun shenanigans. So
The after parties and the after parties, Casserole, whenever. Call me or my brother. My brother, he is also involved in the bowling ball diet, and he loves it.
I definitely will be on top of that. Thank you so much, Jimmy Snowcone. You're such a good. I cannot wait to hear more about your career as everybody else knows. Like you're like the next Steve Jobs and stuff. But anyways, thank you everybody. This has been the Bowling Ball Diet with Gina Casserole, Jimmy Snowcone. Stay blessed.